This shared experience you just don't get, whether you start working right after you're done with these 4 years, or whether you continue to play. It's very rare that you get a team environment where you're all playing for one goal. After college, life can hit in college, but life really gets real in college. You might have a family, you might be married within the next 3 years after college, or you could be engaged in college. But that's when things get really, really real. So, and life's not fair all the time. So, in that aspect, you could be all about only your family. And when you go to work, you're just punching the clock just to go to work. If you're playing, you're just playing the games and trying to make the best stats that you can so you can get another check. Here it's different. In college, you guys can play for one goal. You can play for the A-10 championship. You can play to make the tournament, and that's what we did. So no matter what, the hard times that we had on the court, the losing streaks that we endured, the tough practices that we had, those just all made us stronger. And those are the bonding points. Those, at the time you might not like it, but a week later, after you got yelled at, and after you're over with the practice, after Jay got after you in the weight room, those are bonding experience for the guys. You laugh about it, you joke with each other about it, but all that goes into that shared experience after college that you look back on. And with my teammates, I love them. They're my brothers, and like I said, they were happier for me with every accolade that I got. And that just goes to show like how selfless we were, and that's just really, really special. That doesn't happen. Like I said, God placed these people in my life, and I'm so glad that He did, because without them, this moment isn't here. And those bumps in the roads aren't worth it without everybody that I've come in contact with. Even before coaching was on the table, I thought I was going to be, I got my degree in marketing, so I thought I would be a business guy. And Coach Mooney saw that in me as well. He was like, you'll work your way through the ranks quicker. He was like, as long as I'm, introducing you to the right people, you're meeting the right people. He was like, you're a personable guy, so, I think that would be a great route for you. So we were sitting down game planning on, that, and trying to make that, my future. But it just didn't, resonate with me. It didn't, connect with me after I was going through, the different meetings, sitting down in front of people. I just felt like there was a disconnect, because I would sit down in front of somebody, we'll talk for 30 minutes to an hour, and then I'll get in my car and like, what were we just talking about? Like, I had no idea. And that's when coaching came into play in my mind, because I was like, even if I don't understand necessarily what's going on, in the meetings or recruiting, then on the court, it's always going to come back to me, because I played and, I gave basketball so many years of my life. That would always bring it back to home base, no matter what. So that's when I started thinking about coaching. And again, Coach Mooney was right there when I thought, I wanted to coach as well. Like, so he's been there. And, when I was trying to, give overseas a couple of more years and trying to give NBA a couple more years, Coach Mooney was there. I reached out to him, and he was there. He helped me out. Like I said, stuff that nobody knows about. It's just between me and him and his wife. Like, that's just the kind of man he was. And he loves me. Like, he loves me like one of his sons. Danny Ryan, Kevin. Like, he really loves me like that. And I just want everybody to know like how influential he was, for me, and he still is to this day. A great man, and so I'm just so blessed to have him, have God introduce me to him, because he was, he's been great for me, and he's going to continue to be, in my corner.